This is David with the Paranormal Sessions podcast. What I wish for, I guess, is coming true about all the things that are happening here. So I'll start about 8 days ago, and there hasn't been any yellowish white light on the ceiling, so I figure, okay, it's safe for now. So the first night, the first morning I wake up and I see like these worms coming out of the curtains, and I've seen this, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times. So I looked at it for a few seconds, then I just got up and started doing things around the house. So the next night, I'm ready to go to bed, and I said, I better check to see what's around here. And I see this face, and it starts to get a little bit clearer. And when I look at it, I said, "Oh my God, that's a demon looking directly at me." Because I don't remember them ever looking directly at me. I've seen them, like in an angle and things, but I don't think they've ever looked directly at me. And if I have, it's probably been so long I forgot. But so he looks at me, and I could see the kind of the face of like a gargoyle, and then he backs up to the other side, and then he's gone. Then I start thinking the next day, it probably wasn't a demon. Maybe I'm overreacting. Well, when I go to bed that night, there's a yellowish white light, so I was right. That was a demon there was looking at me. So it was about 2 days later. I'm walking out down the hallway, and I'm ready to go into the kitchen. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this man that's probably 6 foot. He's got like a reddish, like red and black uniform. And since I only saw it for a split second, my best guess is that outfit must have been from like 1200 to maybe 1500 back then. That's the only thing I can think of that makes any kind of sense, because it wasn't like later on attire or thing. I mean, you could tell it was like something that they would have wore with all those heavy outfits and all that. So I figure I think that might have been the demon in that particular outfit. That I'm not positive, but the thing is, which now I start to think it is a demon in that outfit, is he let me see out of the corner of my eye. Because if he didn't want to be seen, he won't be seen. So he wanted me to see that. So then I see him, in that outfit. So a couple days go by, and really, not too much is happening. So the following day, I'm ready to see what's going to happen. And so I connect to the other side, and I see these row of people, men and women, and they're all looking like they're at like a movie theater, and they're all looking at me. There was probably at least 15 people, and I go, I've never seen that before, where they're all lined up focusing on me. I go, I assume they're waiting for the demon or whoever to come at me, so I guess they could watch or learn or be entertained. But I mean, that was kind of creepy, that there was all those people just like sitting there just looking at me. So the next night I see some more faces, and then I see this man. He's got like I guess around present day hat, but he's got dark glasses, but he's pale, and I knew it wasn't like any like a good spirit thing, because it had that look like he's already deceased or something, and that's just how he wants to present himself. So then I saw that as well. And so to top it off, this happened, that would have happened 2 days ago. I go to sleep, and there's the yellowish white light. It's not very big. It's only like maybe 3 feet square. And so it's early in the morning and I'm having a dream, but it's a dream that they put in my head. And I see this baby and it's screaming. And so, of course, I immediately run up to try to help it. And then the baby just disappears. So about I'd say maybe 15, 20 seconds go by. And then in the southeast corner of the room where they normally are, I see these red eyes, and I see the same outfit with this. I'm pretty sure it's the demon again, sticking his hand out, and he's got that same red cloth or material on him. And then there's another one beside him, and he kept sticking his hand out towards me like he wanted to grab me. But I don't know if it's, well, I assume it's more due to the Holy Spirit and then also my ring. But he came close, but he didn't touch me. It's like he wanted to do it, and then he decided to pull back. And I'm sure he did it for his own welfare, because if he wants to attack me, he's going to attack me. But I assume that was the Holy Spirit protecting him, and then my exorcist ring I have. And so then the following morning, like today, it wasn't that bad. It was just some minor things I've seen. But I think he's going to hang around for a while, because I saw him that night in the shadows on the other side. Then I see him standing by when I'm ready to walk into the kitchen. I can see him standing there. And then the other night he's coming at me again. And I'm sure he wanted to grab me, but I assumed the Holy Spirit to stop me, because I could see he was extending his arm out, which had to be about, I don't know, maybe 12 feet long or 13 feet long, because he was standing there, but then he just drove his hand, or grew his arm all the way out. Or extended, I should say, not grown, or I guess you could say you grow it either way. But then he stopped and pulled back, and I'm sure that was due to the Holy Spirit. So I was right that some things were going to happen, but I've seen a lot recently that, and like I said, I don't ever remember having a demon focusing directly on me. If I did, I completely forgot, but I know they looked at me like at angles and things, but this one was just looking directly at me. He just focused on me. And then when I kept looking at him back, then he backed up and went back to the other side. But definitely hasn't been, like a really peaceful or quiet last 9 or 10 days. But I figured something like this was going to happen, and I assume it's probably going to continue, but hopefully I get like a couple days where it's not bad, and then if it starts up again. But I just, after so many things have happened, I thought I just might as well do just one video and talk about everything that's happened. But I still don't remember that a demon ever looked directly at me. But if it did, I'm glad I forgot. But I don't think that's ever happened before. But I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks.